Away from the music scene for how many years now?
My face has been away for the past 10 years, I'm telling you that.
The last time I saw you was glimpsing over somebody's shoulder on the stage at Live Aid at Wembley.
Oh no, it's not been quite as long as that. It's been, I think, 2 years since we last released a single. I think 1 year and 3/4 since we last released an album. But I think because we're not the type of band who needs to be forever in the public eye or forever seeing ourselves in the media, people tend to think when they don't see our faces thrust in their face that we're away doing something else. But it's we've actually been quite busy since the last time we were out on the road.
What about away from the music scene? Have you been able to catch up with family and friends and things like that?
Yeah, I mean, the way we try to do things nowadays anyway is to have maybe 4 to 6 weeks on tour and then go home for a couple of weeks anyway. I mean, all of us except Mark have family now in the band. So it's nice to be able to split the two things up and to combine it to the best of your abilities. So yeah, it's good to get some time to spend at home, but it's not all we've been up to, you know.
Bruce, what else have the group been up to then?
We actually do a lot of writing at home. There's a few studios up in Scotland that we've been using, and we actually spend maybe a good few weeks in there writing songs and all that kind of stuff before we actually went out to do the album.
Did you do a bit of work with David Bowie at some stage?
That's right.
Yeah, we did some gigs with him last year on the Glass Spider tour, the Water Boatman tour, as it should be called.
Was it? I mean, David Bowie's fans. I mean, were they automatic Big Country fans? Did you have any
Yes, they were very much so. We had
didn't have any problem getting them out the bar or anything?
No, none whatsoever. We had a great reception at all of the shows that we did, and really we were all invited to do the British and Irish shows, which was good for us because we were actually at that time. Our record contract was up in America, so we were at the stage where we were talking to various companies with a view to signing to them. Then we were in a sort of halfway house between deciding who it was that we were going to sign to and actually starting recording the new album. So it was good for us. It let us go out and do some live work and kept the band tight and together and ready for recording.
And you watched a few football matches as well in your spare time?
Yeah, we did, yes. Well, I do anyway. That's one of my bags.
What team?
Oh, Dunfermline Athletic. That's my...
Not everyone can be a Spurs supporter. Listen, we're talking...
Not everyone would want to be a Spurs supporter.
He's a Spurs supporter,
Tony's a Spurs fan.
Right, listen, we'll talk some more, but first of all, let's have a look at some highlights, a bit of your biggest and best moments. Big Country we've edited together, some of their finest. Your new single, King of Emotion, and when I heard it on the radio, I thought that reminds me of something else, Come As You Are by Peter Wolf. And I looked at the back of the record, and it's produced by Peter Wolf, so it explains it.
Not that Peter.
Not that Peter
The wrong
Wolf.
Peter Wolf.
Ah.
The Peter Wolf that we work with comes from Vienna and was never in the J. Giles band, but was Frank Zappa's keyboard player for 10 years.
Has anyone else pointed out the similarity?
No, not at all. You're the first person.
Well, have a listen. It's very similar. Anyway, now, your LP, is it written?
Yeah, it's actually it's ready for release. I think the release date is toward the end of September.
Is it a different Big Country? Because you spent some time in LA and American producers after that.
No, we had a Viennese producer, Peter Wolf.
English engineer, Jeremy Smith, so...
And Australia, you went to Australia for the video?
Yeah, Bruce and I had wanted to work with Richard Lowenstein for quite some time, and got in touch with him in the summer of this year. And unfortunately, because he was, well, not unfortunately, but as that's the way that things turned out, he was actually writing in Australia at the time and couldn't really come away, so we had to go to him, as it were. And it worked out very well for us, because when he was younger, his parents had sort of shut up shop and went travelling around Australia for a year or so. Richard knew some absolutely devastating locations and was able to take us to them.
Are you the Australians quite familiar with Big Country?
Yeah, we do reasonably well out there, yes.
It's like the first day we got to Perth. We were staying in Perth for a few days, and I went up to the local shops. And for some reason, they'd found out that we'd come to Perth, and like, they were playing our records on the radio constantly.
So we were instantly minor celebrities.
That's all right. Listen, Bruce, I mean, you've been away for 2 years, and the record has done very well in the British charts. Were you surprised?
I wasn't really surprised. I hoped it would do well, you know. I really hoped it would do well, and I'm quite pleased that it did.
Is it like taking a bit of pressure off or anything? You had a record company on your back or anything?
No, we haven't. We actually have a very good relationship with our record company, and they're very supportive of us and understand what it is that we're trying to do, you know. And we've had nothing but support from our record company for the past 6 years, which has been great for us. It's allowed us